Hey everybody, and thanks for watching Woodcrest Bonsai. Today I'm going to play with these two bald cypress seedlings. As you can see, they're a little misshapen. Typically a bald cypress seedling grows perfectly straight. So the story with these guys is I collected hundreds of cones and got many multiple seedlings to germinate. And I treated them by putting most of them into just a plastic bag, a couple different plastic bags, putting them in the fridge for a month, and then planting them, and that's all I did. But as an experiment, I decided to submerge some in water, and I put them in the fridge, totally submerged in water, and I forgot about them. And I think they got pushed, in the back of the fridge, and then when I discovered them, it was like, oh man. And these, of the 100 or so seed, these were the only two that germinated. And I had a huge seed tray, so now I had all this space. So I planted some more seed, different stuff, and then the squirrels got in there. So I put some chicken wire mesh over the top. And that is why these guys are so weird, because they hit the chicken wire and they couldn't stay straight. They couldn't get up there the way they needed. So that's why they're so funky. And I'm going to make them even funkier. And I'm going to try to make them Shohin, which is going to be probably pretty difficult because bald cypress is a very large tree. But hey, it's worth a try, right? So I've got a couple pieces of wire, one for each tree. So I guess we can start with this guy here. And these are the pots. I'm not going to do any root pruning at all unless I see some really drastic something. So we're going to want to make sure I'm in the viewfinder. Not really. Yeah, how about like that? Put the wire down into the soil. And this is just kind of goofing around a little bit, which is fine with me. Okay, so how are we going to take this guy? Let's take him like this. And then let's bring him like this. So that this is going to be the first main branch. Something like that. There we go. So now I need to get some soil, which I have over here. So let's bring it closer. So what are we up against as far as the roots on this thing? Not too bad. Little circling roots. Do I cut that away? It hasn't broken dormancy, so it should be okay to cut that one root away. And this is cut the root away and half the soil comes with. And I had planned on putting it into bonsai soil, so I guess I will continue with that plan. And this pot is a little too big, but that's okay. Where do I want my front? I think I want my front like this. So something like that. That should be good. Alright, so there we go. Let's bring it around even more and really give this guy a turn. There, okay. Number one. is fini. Now the second one is in a really, really high-tech pot called cottage cheese. And as you can see, I just cut holes in the bottom. And hey, you know, it works. This pot, quote unquote, is probably 2 years old. So some plastic is horrible. It just doesn't have any UV tolerance. But if some other plastic can stay pretty viable for a while, well, that ain't much roots. Oh, and I forgot to wire it. Oops. Well, I guess we can just wire it right here. Why not, right? So what are we going to do with this guy? Let's make him even more crazy. How about like that? That looks pretty crazy. Okay, so now, is that pot going to work? Possibly. Guess we're going to find out, right? My guess is as soon as I let this guy up, it's just going to go sprawling. Kind of just see what happens. Yep, it's sprawled. I knew it was going to sprawl. Sprawling. It's a very descriptive term, actually. Highly technical. So dear, what happened to you today? Well, one of my trees sprawled. Oh dear. Alright. And I love the extra wire just sticking out there. Because I always save all my wire. I unwrap my wire, straighten it back out, and use it again. And if you cut that off, you could conceivably use that as a staple on the bottom of the pot. So that guy came basically bare root. And they were in some pretty nasty soil. Although bald cypress are like nasty soil, who cares? So there we go. 2 Shohin bald cypress. You know, I don't know why I didn't do this guy. Probably should have done this guy, something like that, and bring it around and make it weird too. But I don't have the wire for that. I'll do that off camera. So these should be fun to play with. Just see what happens. Now I said that seedling bald cypress grow very straight. Old mature bald cypress can be incredibly irregular. They can be unbelievably misshapen and flat top and branches swooping way down and then coming back up, and there's any number of different examples of that you can see with pictures. Old mature bald cypress that are nothing but straight. So there we go, a couple of Shohin bald cypress just goofing around, and we'll have to see what happens. And so stay tuned. Please subscribe if you're not already, and hit the notification bell. You can watch these guys, see what happens with them. And give me a like if you like this video. Sometimes just goofing around with this. I mean, these are the only sole survivors of about 100 seeds, so why not, right? And so that's about it for today. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment if you like which one is your favorite, or which one is not your favorite. I don't know. They're both kind of interesting, actually. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.